Oprah is the GOAT. Like, she's the best at what she does. This is her worst interview of her career.
Hey, look, I pray you catch.
Hi, guys.
Are you ready to start?
Yeah, I'm not prepared, but let's go.
So I do want to ask you, though, if you thought about the similarities that we have with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Start
Yes.
there. Maybe like some.
Yes. Yes. So I thought that, like, first of all, when she got engaged and married, everybody over here where I am was so excited about it, and they were like, you know, people thought that she's interesting, she's exciting, she's an actress, she's exotic, you know, and people really were excited and happy. Okay, that is definitely, that's the truth. I remember in Jersey, some people in Jersey thought, right, that they were going to come to Jersey for a honeymoon.
Does one do that?
Well, apparently, like, back in the day, the royals used to come for honeymoons here. I don't know. So everyone was so excited. So I mean, obviously there are other places they could go nowadays.
Yeah.
but yeah, so everybody was like super excited about them coming, and so she was definitely loved and everything. Nobody really talks about them anymore, except that she was pregnant. That's why I don't really understand why they did the interview in the first place, because nobody really cares. Like, they move.
Is that the problem? Is it that nobody cares?
Whose problem?
Like, is that part of the issue? Is that, like you said, nobody cares? Maybe she's used to people caring? I don't.
No, I mean, people were like, oh, she's pregnant again. People talked about that, but like, people weren't like, we need the hard-hitting facts of why they left. Like, no, I didn't get that feeling, you know, but I don't work in press, but I never got that feeling. So
As a woman of color who has a white husband and who married into a family of white people, I mean, I didn't get married, but like, you know, we both have the half-white children.
yeah.
Do you, for your part, have you experienced any of those weird questions or comments?
No, not from my in-laws. No, definitely not. But like, I am also a product of a white father and black mother. So yeah, people ask about color and like, how come his hair is that color, or how come his hair is straighter than both of our hair? Like, you know, people, yeah. Like, not my family members though.
No.
But it doesn't matter. The point is, I know it's not racist that they're asking these things.
Like, you don't feel that it is?
No, I think it's just like, oh, that's interesting. Tell me how that, like, my child
Right, it's curiosity.
yeah, my child is not as interesting as that because it's just two white people, but yours is different because it's, and like, we think that's so interesting.
Right. The people here
Uh-huh.
are, like, if you inquire, you know, I've had to tell people, look, you know, like, I have a sibling who's not my complexion. Like, you know, I'm paler than both my parents, except when I'm at home and I have a tan. So, like, people ask those questions. So I generally am not put out.
No, I want to know what was said. I keep saying this. I just want to know exactly word for word what was said, because
Harry's family.
I'm just going to insert a clip here from Lady Colin Campbell. She has a YouTube channel that I will link down below in the description. But she's also a childhood friend of my mom, circa 12 years old. Hi, Auntie. If you are watching, Collins Furniture Store, Princess Street. Anyway, this is a very good channel. Please subscribe to it and you'll understand everything about the royal family, because she's also a royal expert. So lots of love. Get back to the video. Bye.
And neither of them is going to say which one. There was family speculation about the baby's color. That is presented as if the family was being racist. I think we need to look at it very carefully. And I will qualify all of this by saying that when Meghan got pregnant, one of the royals phoned me up, because I'm Jamaican. Everybody knows I'm Jamaican, and everybody knows that in Jamaica you have a rare cocktail of mixtures. And I said something I've often said before. I said, Meghan is 1/4 black, which means that Archie would be 1/8 black. And I know many people in Jamaica who are 1/8 black and look absolutely white. In fact, in Jamaica, there is an expression that black blood wash out quick, quick, quick. Shiny blood is the thing that stick. Which I will translate. Black blood washes out very quickly, but Chinese blood is the thing that sticks. And it's true, because if you are 1/16 Chinese, there's usually some cast to your features that indicates this. While if you are 1/16 black, you usually look absolutely white. And in fact, I pointed out that there are various members of the royal family who have black blood and who look absolutely white. And the reaction I got was, oh, that's a pity, because it would be wonderful if the baby could be cafe au lait.
I hope you guys are still here with me, but this lady's testimony is extremely important. And this really resonated with me because I heard about this cafe au lait the whole time when I had my son. And this is definitely believable to me because I heard it with my own ears. This is an expression that English people use when describing a mixed race child. So I believe this actually was said.
So it's really interesting that I have this conversation with a certain royal when Meghan is pregnant, and they are indicating to me that the royal family is hoping that the baby is a little bit, if not a lot, dusky. And there is Meghan trying to make out the absolute opposite, that the speculation was due to racism.
But like, you can't say it. You can't just throw that out there and then not bring any evidence, because it's not fair.
Context matters.
And now everybody's going to, of course, freak out because racism was brought up.
Do you think, though, that maybe, like, when the monkey picture or the chimpanzee or whatever it was, like, did the royal family make a statement condemning that? Or did they just ignore trolls?
Yeah, that's what I think they do. Because can you imagine the Queen having to discuss that? Like, so like, how do you do that? Making a YouTube video about it? Like, they don't have time for that. But who has time for that, you know?
Well, I guess this American young lady
had time. She had time today.
to go and talk to Oprah about it.
I just want to say, I took the interview for what it was. I'm getting a lot of heat. I'm getting a lot of nice comments too, but I'm getting a lot of heat for this, which is fine. Yeah. I had to set an alarm for 1:00 a.m. to use my VPN to watch it on CBS, and took notes at that hour. Then also watched the one in England, did not change my opinions, and shot the video and put it out within 2 hours of the England airing. It's so weird. People are in comments like to bring up things that I didn't say. So I kind of wonder if they even watched the video. But that's how opinionated people are. You don't even have to, they're attacking me like for things that aren't even in my video. Isn't that crazy?
They're making assumptions. People are crazy. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
people are crazy. And yes, they're just making did he get fired? He's no longer got his job. I'd hate to say his name. I want to call him Dumpster Fire.
Yeah, so you know he has like a personal relationship with Meghan Markle.
Like a friendship or an acquaintanceship?
Yes.
But like what you find kicksy, many people might find offensive. You know, like...
No, I just meant like how because when I say entertaining, it's just they're fighting, he's talking over people, he's being wild. Like
Jerry Springer with a desk.
Yes, that's what I mean. So kicksy is a Bajan term anyway, so people don't really know what that means. Yeah, so he has sour grapes, like, about her, which is...
Oh, wait, somebody just said she cut him off and now he's pissed. Well, I have cut people off for less, and I don't care how they feel.
Yeah, but he cares. And I mean, the man snapped and it was just crazy. Like so I had to go back and read what on earth this guy was meaning by relationship. So apparently Piers Morgan published an article talking about how they were friends and how he like helped her get connected with people in London. And when she came to London, he met her up, and then she went on to meet Prince Harry at a dinner.
So he introduced them?
He didn't introduce them, but like got her to that dinner. It sounded like from the article. Her and her cast member colleague. But Piers published this article like when they got engaged or something. Piers, my friend Piers, wrote this article like when they got engaged and nobody like really cared. Because again, people were so excited about her and they didn't care that people got hurty feelings about her. Like people really liked her. And now it's resurfaced because of this argument on Good Morning Britain. What's his background with her, you know? And whether he loved her, liked her, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But when he got cut off from her, he felt like that was a personal experience he had that he could say, I know this woman is this way, you know?
Right. Well, there's certain men, when you talk to them a little bit too much, they get the wrong idea.
Yeah.
But like for the man to like throw a tantrum, and now he is unemployed.
But I think he quit his own show. Like that he quit.
He did. He quit, I think. And
she did write them, ITV, about it. And that's why he kind of had an ultimatum, I think. She complained for him. As we say in Barbados, she complained for him.
She got him out fired. It's like a mutual parting of ways. That means he got fired. Like he may have quit, but they would have fired him.
Because of her complaint. And I think there was a whole lot of other people that complained because he actually was out of control. And that's what was so funny to me. I found it funny. Because I don't know her, you know. We don't know her. He knows her. So
we don't know her yet.
Okay, right. I don't think she wants to know me now.
Why not? I mean, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
We just want to know, like, what exactly was said. Provide some context. Like, why didn't you prepare? I honestly, my like takeaway is Harry is at fault here for all of this. He did not prepare her.
Yeah.
And he should have.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, why didn't he say, my new wife is going to need protocol training. Yeah. She's going to need like a historian, you know?
I just don't know why they did this interview. But they could say whatever they want in this interview.
They need the money.
I know. But just be mindful of that. They can say whatever they want to create a drama so that they could have this kind of interview. Because she could also be like, I ain't need no training. I'm an actress.
Yeah. I'll fake it till I make it.
Yeah. Or also like, but I definitely think that his responsibility was to talk about her feelings, her mental health issues. Like that for sure, it was his responsibility. I don't know because this interview was so vague. They never finished the sentences. Oprah is the GOAT. Like she's the best at what she does. This is her worst interview of her career. Like all she did was sit up there like this and go, what? Or she repeated like the last sentence of Meghan. This is a woman who like had people jumping on couches, crying. In her career, she's like got people to become human and like show all kinds of parts of their personalities. This is why she's so good at that. So this was honestly like so disappointing. And I guess, okay, of course I know she couldn't say, we didn't talk about anything we were going to talk about, but anyway, they probably did. They probably talked about what they could and could not talk about before. So I don't think Oprah could really do what she does best with them. People who have brains at work are coming away with it like, what did that mean? Or what did that, like, what could have happened?
We have more questions.
Like what could have happened there? Did this happen or did that happen? Did this really happen or did that really happen? But other people are like coming away with it like racism, mental health.
So, I mean, do you think that the monarchy is racist? I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to say that.
I don't think so. Because I can't think that they're racist until you tell me what they said to you or him.
Right. Yeah.
Concerned is not telling me anything at all. Is it racist to love black people but not want them in your family? Interesting.
Possibly.
Maybe depending on what country you live. In America, sure.
Yes, if you don't want, hold on. So the second part, if you don't want them in your family, then you're racist.
What would be the objection?
Yeah.
to somebody of a different color, skin color
Yeah.
joining. Frankly, you should be thankful for the strengthening of the gene pool. It's not like we're bringing good, strong genes to you,
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah, I think so, because that's my opinion, is that, like, yes, because that's the thing, like, when you have a situation or an action or something that was said, there has to be a negative component of it attached to the race to make it racist. So, like,
You're saying it has to be intent.
yes, so not wanting them in your family, that would be racist, you know, or saying that it's bad if Archie comes out dark, that's racist. But, like, I don't see where the negative part is, because they don't say.
Right.
I'm not really sure what she's saying, because now she's saying maybe they did, though. They
No,
didn't.
she's saying maybe they did tell Harry, don't marry that girl.
Well, they could have prevented it, though. They really could have. They could have made him exile then and there. And
Right.
not,
He would have had to step back.
yeah, he might have had to move like Prince Edward did, who married that. Remember, is it Prince Edward, the Duke of Windsor, who married the divorcee American woman?
Edward.
He married the divorcee American woman.
Right. And then they had to move to France.
Right. So he might have had to go right then and there.
Tyler Perry had to bail them out. Good for him or her.
I know. Why did he do that? I mean, if he wants to do it for me, of course he can always do it for me. But seems William suggested he needed to think very carefully about marrying her. Well, that's brotherly advice about anything, I think. I'm trying to find out where the racism happened.
Maybe it's insensitivity that, because of their position of power, would be considered racism.
Yeah. You know, also if she had made it more human, because I'm ready to, like, feel what she's feeling. So, like, it's like she just didn't present as very, like, human or, like, at fault in any way. I couldn't really, like, see her, like, as in a human way, because it's like she said nothing like, oh, you know what, we should have I could have waited if I had, like, more strength or whatever. Like, if I was a hard ass, I could probably have thing, but I didn't. And then, or like, anything that could make me, like, feel it, because she's presenting herself as, like, an actual saint, and I can't relate to that. Nobody can. So, I don't know.
Like, what part did she play in this?
Yeah. Yeah. But Harry now, I can actually see a human side of, because he said he was ashamed to reveal her.
Right.
Yeah. We don't know these people from Adam. Like,
Yet.
yet. No, thank you. We'll see what the point of this interview was. Like, that's the only thing I didn't really talk about in my video, is that, like, I really don't understand why they did it. So, because, like, nobody asked why. And if you're going to say that you have something you want to speak your truth, then, like, please bring some receipts so that we get the picture clearly. So to do this interview, have no backup, have no, you know, it doesn't come across relatable. A lot of people are complaining about how she said she was the same as people who are trapped in COVID without jobs and homeschooling children and stressed out to fuck. That's the same as her being in the palace alone. Like, there's a lot of things that people couldn't relate to in this interview. So what's the point of doing it?
Why would she feel alone if she married this wonderful man, you know? Was he not responding to her when she said something? Was her mother not available on FaceTime?
All right, then.
Like, what is it?
No, I don't know, because she didn't say. So that's annoying.
I have one question. So, do you think that the Queen just wasn't hearing about any of this? Like, they were like, we don't want to bother her with this shit. And, like, you know?
I personally believe she didn't hear it, because the only way she could have really heard it is through Harry, who said he was shame.
Right.
And all these other HR people and stuff like that she went to, like, what?
They have HR? I was like, they have HR to deal with the family? Why is that HR? Why is that not just, like, house manager or...
I don't know. I just don't think that was the person to go to, or whatever, whoever they went to. I'm afraid that they maybe didn't push it enough, and probably in that business firm, establishment, you have to really scream loud, and maybe they should have known that, or like Harry should have known that and should have done that.
The thing about therapy and not being available, like, is it that they don't see psychiatrists or psychologists because they don't want that to get out, that someone is, you know?
No, because he sees somebody, Harry. He said that.
Right. So, like, why then was it so hard for her to engage a mental health professional?
I don't know, and I don't know why they did this interview. Because there's so many holes in the story, and it's like so obvious to anybody who has a brain that works. I just want to see. I think there's going to be another interview coming up.
Absolutely, there has a follow-up.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be one when the baby's born.
With what?
When the baby's born.
Yeah, and that would be better, because I think there's something about her being heavily pregnant too that seems a bit contrived as well to me.
I think she's an actress. Like, yeah, I can see how going in completely unprepared, she's like, what the F? These people do not talk to each other. They don't, like, they're not a real family, you know? They maintain distance. Mm-hmm. But that's how they are.
Yeah. A lot of English families are just like that, though. Not just the royal family.
Right. But do you think that they will, instead of necessarily rejoining as full or senior members, that they're going to still play some role? Or do you think they're just going to be these banished?
I think they might as well just accept that they're in exile now.
You think they're going to get like a payoff?
I think that they know they're not getting a payoff, and that's why they're doing this shit.
My father met the queen, you know? Yeah.
Exactly. And you know, when we were little and we went to Government House, you didn't go up in there and say, I want to skin out on the ground and eat, and don't want to sit at the table and eat.
No, you had to know how to eat.
So that's basically what she did, is went up in the palace and was like, no, my way, or the highway. Isn't that insane? And a lot of the things that she's saying, like, people are debunking a lot of this title business and all that stuff.
Yeah, what is this? Okay, real quick. I met the queen's youngest son, but that was another story. But, like, when at Government House.
I remember when he came. I remember because he came to our school. Or no, he was at Government House and we waved at him from across.
Right, over the
wall, yeah. I didn't, well, whatever. I didn't meet him, but, like, you know.
Yeah, you saw him. We curtsied, and then we were like, okay, we're going to go do homework now. Let me tell you something. We have something in our profession called managing client expectations. And you cannot tell your client, oh my God, we're going to win this. You're going to have all the money. You're going to get titles. And you're going to own Walmart. Like, you can't tell people that.
Own Walmart.
I mean, that's my dream. To own a Walmart. Like, I want a Walmart truck to just bounce my car so I can be like, oh! Daddy, let's retire today. You know, like, we need to do this right. So you can't come into something and not tell the person, or bring somebody into a situation and then like inflate their expectations unreasonably and then not explain to them, okay, these are the parameters in which we operate.
Because they will be disappointed in the end, right?
Which is why you have to manage client expectations.
Because she probably came out of America thinking like this is the fairy tale, and it is a business. It's not a fairy tale. It's a business they're running. So imagine you're just watching Little Mermaid and every other Disney film, and you come in there and they're like,
here is the employee manual. Study, like, it's a, you know, like, here's the employee manual. Right, that's what she needed. Yeah. Did she get an employee manual? Where is HR with the employee manual? Right. Where is it? I need to see it. Can we see the as if I were deposing anyone, I'd be like, where's the employee handbook? Yeah. That would be document request number 1. Yeah. Well, where's the acknowledgement that she signed that she received the employee handbook? Yeah. All of that. Was it her marriage license? Like, how do they have HR? You need to do more research, please. Yep.
Well, I just watched on my TV what I saw on my TV, and I made a video about that.
It was a good video.
Thank you. Yes.
I thought you had a thumbs down.
Oh my girl, go in there and read the comments right now because you're gonna like freak out when you see what people have written.
Them right now then.
Okay, lots of love. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I hope you make it home. I hope you make it home.